morning to everyone. I'm the first who's going to start my presentation, and now I'm going to introduce my group mate, which is Sun, Mei Jian, Yin Ping, and Benz. Okay, firstly, I'm the business department who's going to start the presentation. Next. I'm going to start by the problem statement, which is to determine, Maxis is going to determine the problem and the difficulty based on the current Maxis performance and the implement, and to implement new business solution and strategy for the better business support towards the Maxis. And for the objective will be to increase the customer reward and provide better consistency of the good service to capture larger market share, and then lower down the calling rate because some of the customers are complaining about the Maxis, the price of the Maxis to purchase a plan is quite slightly expensive.
Okay,
I'm going to just go through by the weakness. So the main weakness actually the poor network and the connectivity issue, as a lot of people already mentioned, that cannot reach out to the rural area. And for this, my recommendation is they're going to build up the more developed IT infrastructure for their better network and coverage. Sometimes they are not reach out for the east of Malaysia, so they can put more effort on East Malaysia for building more IT infrastructure for the better connection. And the second will be the extra pay for the customer service and hidden charges. There are GST, extra customer service operation charge that's on the bill. So maybe Maxis should like minus all of their additional charges from the customer, because nowadays the economy are downturn and the cost of living is higher than before, so a lot of customers is more sensitive for the price. Even though there is just small amount, they also will like agree for this. And
what is a threat? Rapid technology changes, capital infusion. Can you explain that one?
Because nowadays, like a lot of the telecommunication industry is going for the advanced technology, such as they're using the cloud computing for their base operation system. Therefore, if you're not using the cloud computing system, your operation will be like low performance for the operation than others. Therefore, this is called rapid technology changes leading for capital infusion. Okay, for my implementation strategy part, firstly I'm going to introduce the special network team. Since the network is lousy than before, lousy than other competitors because of the poor connection and the infrastructure is not good. But so I believe that this comes from the lousy team, lousy employees. So therefore, they come out the special network team, which is all their position is.
So this lousy job is done by the lousy department.
Not really sure. Overall operation employees.
So do you cross-reference this?
Yes. Later the HR department will going to talk about this, and the operational will slightly explain it about. And all of their position is about network. They will have to deal with the customer service, also the IT infrastructure. All of this, all is about network, and they are expertise and trained for expertising in the network, collect knowledge and skill in terms of offering better service to customer, and also the IT infrastructure, all the internal and external operation they have to in charge with network. All of this is about network, and also they have to investigate the problem of network and also come out and the better solution and fix it. So moving to the next point is carry forward unused data. I believe that most of us are able to finish up all of our data, and we will feel wasting of our money because we already paid the bill. So how to do with the remaining data? We would like to bring forward the unused data to the following month, and also it create the assurance. I think a lot of competitors is already doing this, but this is not for Maxis, so Maxis should come up with this strategy. So for my last implementation strategy will be Maxis network satisfaction guarantee. Okay, since last year March, March and April, Maxis triggered a scandal, which is they trade unfairly to the loyalty customer. The customer who going to port out from Maxis they secretly offer them the promotion like actually the plan, the basic one plan is worth 158 ringgit, but they secretly offer this group of customers who are going to port out only 68 ringgit, which is identical to the original price, the original package. So now Messi is doing good, and they improve all of their plan. They enrich their data plan and the quota. So I'm going to ask them to switch back to Messi. So I give them a free network trial for 30 days to new subscriber. That means you can come and try, no time consuming, no money consuming, no wasting of money. You just come and try, and if you don't want the customer to cancel the plan within 30 days anytime, no any wasting.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
I will pass to Mei Jian.
Good morning, everyone. Now I will present about operation department. Next. The problem statement of MESIS is to introduce a new strategy for MESIS that focus on increase the efficiency and effectiveness of network system process and provide wider coverage for MESIS to further promote and create awareness for the new and existing customer. The objective of MESIS is to promote and create awareness to retain MESIS user and attract new customer, to improve MESIS customer service department, to open customer service center headquarters and improve the service and processes and brings convenience to the customer, to provide wider coverage for the customer and to improve MESIS online platform and provide complete information for the customer. Next, for the weaknesses, the first weaknesses is no signal in some rural area. The customer will complain that in the rural area, their phone is no signal and line. So MESIS need to improve their signal and expand their network coverage in the rural area for the customer.
Can you go to comparative operating landscape threats?
For the competitive operating landscape, the competitor of MESIS like Cellcom, BG is provide better service and their position in the market is better than MESIS. Therefore, MESIS need to offer the cheaper plan, faster internet coverage, and the better customer service for their customer in order to compete with the competitor. For the implementation of the MESIS, the first strategy is online platform. MESIS need to upgrade their online platform, become more smooth, improve the system now problem, and update the latest information. Also, MESIS need to increase the security and privacy of online payment service.
What is the problem with the current online payment?
The online payment service is not safety enough. If the MESIS can improve the security and privacy of the online payment, the customer will feel safe and prefer make online payment instead of driving to customer service center. Next. The second strategy is MESIS need to improve and modernization the speed 4G LTE network coverage as well as 2G and 3G network coverage, especially in the rural area. According to Kim, customer consider network coverage is about 4 times more important compared to the service provided by customer service center. Therefore, the network coverage is very important for the customer to increase their customer satisfaction. Also, MESIS need to improve their customer service center. They can cut down the customer service center and open one customer service center headquarters and provide the better service and complete service for the customer. MESIS also should provide 24-hour customer service for their customer. The employees in the customer service center need to have the skill, product knowledge, and sales skill that can provide complete information about MESIS promotion and plan to their customer, and handling the call and solve customers' problem. MESIS can improve their talent management by giving training. This will be further discussed by ZE BENZ. Now I will pass to Hoshim.
Good morning, sir. So my part is the marketing department. So the problem statement is to implement marketing strategies for MESIS in order to gain back their customer confidence towards their company and reform their brand reputations. So the objective is offer new mobile and data packages that meet customer needs and offer better service from their competitor and for that, able to dominate the telecommunication market industry, and advertisement that able to impress customers about their services. So the SWOT analysis are going to talk about weaknesses and the threat. So the weaknesses not performing well in customer service is that they did not explain clearly to their customer that which packages that they already signed for their data plan. And unstable and weak coverage in network certain areas is because that they get in their indoor they get very unstable network line, and for the broadband they also during peak hour they get a slow speed of the internet. And they are higher price than their competitors. Their data plan is slightly higher compared to the competitor. So the threat is high threat of substitute that as
how so good your implementation?
My implementation is the campaign and roadshow in order to.
Do you think Maxis has spent a lot of money on campaign?
Not really,
Why?
because they are not fully like during the shopping mall. We rarely see the booth or roadshow or Maxis.
So where are they spending their money in marketing mostly?
Marketing, endorsement,
Endorsement.
and also the internet.
Who is endorsed Maxis?
Lee Chong-wei. So the campaign also that they, in my strategies, that they frequently held a roadshow at shopping mall in order to create more brand awareness, and also that by letting customer understand about what they are trying to sell to their customer, their product or services. And the advertising is that highly advertise their service in a commercial television to create brand awareness in customer mind, directly get into the information short and direct and get into the customer mind. So the celebrity endorsement is the most popular television programs now that there was on the channel, that the star is the Malaysians that link planning from Penang. So Maxis will take this opportunity to let her advertise the Maxis program and thing. So the mobile, and the last is the mobile plan that is make customer need as there are many.
What do you think? What kind of mobile plan do you think will meet your customers' needs?
Like more quota of the data.
But that's not you all said more data is being carried forward. I don't understand. If you have more data, why should it be carried forward?
Because now the Maxis limited data that around 120, then only get 3 gig, 4 gig, and it's not enough for us to use, as the U-Mobile offered more like 15 gig of data, so that they don't need to carry forward, and also will not use finish for U-Mobile. Then the Maxis not insufficient data, so that as now more people are using more data to connect to the people, so that they need more mobile plan to use to contact each other. So this must pass back to my unit.
Good morning, everyone. Now I will present about financial department. The program statement is to make sure the expenses are controlled in order to increase the company profit and have healthy optimal cash flow and outflow to be able for the company to make the profit. And objective is to ensure that the customer is made the payment on time and to ensure the money is in the right place and at the right time.
Can you go to your SWOT? Go to your threats. What is price sensitive?
As we know that Maxis is given the higher price, and another.
Why is Maxis charging a higher price? Any idea?
Because they want to become the premium brands.
But they are not.
Yeah.
They want to become a premium, but truth of the matter is they are not. Am I right?
Can say so.
Okay, let me see your implementation.
Just now they say already reduce the 4 to 5 of the customer service and have one of the HQ.
Reduce cost in marketing. Sorry.
Yeah. And this one customer service is on operation.
Operation.
Yeah. And cut down the workers in order to invest on more quality and talented workers. And employed like have the more experience.
Okay, so how can recruiting talented workers increase your revenue of finance? Am I right? Invest on more quality talent. How can investing in talented workers increase your revenue? What's the job of finance, right? You want to increase
They
your-
have the all of the talents because the talent workers, they have the knowledge and also have the skills, then have a better training, and then they can make the revenues for the company, and also leaves those workers they have skills and giving some benefit like wages or giving additional salary for the employees.
So in terms of marketing, what kind of strategy are you trying to suggest?
This week, that one, brands endorsement.
Partnership.
Yeah.
So you think by partnership also you can save money?
Yeah. If Apple and the Message is offering the package for the customer, then customer can pay more cheaper.
Do you do any forecasting? No. Budget control?
Yes.
Overhead costs?
No, I don't.
Okay, look at your total budget for department. What is that?
This one is the
Well, 500,000. What are your figures? So these figures are based on what? These
Based-
figures?
based
Where do you
on-
get these figures?
based on 2015 and
So 2015, where did you get 2015?
Message financial
So 2015, how much they spent for marketing?
roughly this
Why is this not 2015 figure? How to compare? In your report, is it there?
yeah.
Okay. The 2015, how much was marketing budget? Do you know?
I got inside the report.
Okay, next department.
Now I will present the HR department for physics. So the proper segment is to train and develop new and existing employee skills that are experienced and responsible to deliver superior.
Go to your implementation events. Your group is
Okay.
exceeding the time. Go to implementation. Yeah, okay.
So my first implementation strategy is to improve in talent management. They are currently already have the talent management system, but
What is talent management?
to better allocate the employee talents by fitting them into the right position.
Okay.
So they can invest more in training young talent for future workforce to serve their customer better, through strengthening their culture or being continuous learning and growth. For example, they can provide an internship for current students from the college or university, scholarship program, on-campus recruiting, and even talk in the campus to let the student and people know, to better know their organization. As mentioned in the business department, in the talent management part, we form a special network team to solve the network unstable issue, network coverage, and network signal problem. Because nowadays many people complain to the customer service about the bad network and the signal problem. My second strategy is improve on the retention system. So this is a very basic system.
What is retention?
Retention is you try some way like bonus, like higher salary to retain your employee to stay in your
So
continue
is
stay.
retention good?
Huh?
Is retention good?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we can retain the talent employee to help to grow the business.
Okay.
So The third strategy is to cut down costs and invest more in existing employee. So it's also
Investing in existing employee.
yeah.
Why you invest in existing employee? They already know their job. So why do we invest in them?
I mean, provide more training to make them more knowledgeable and more experienced to serve the customer better. Instead of employing new employee. So they also eliminated minor strategy and focus on the major strategy. And the cost they have been cut down can be used to recruit and attract a high talented employee from their competitors company. Yeah. That's all.
Okay, thank you.